I like to let you know what's going on here in Africa, but what I'm going to talk to you today has no Africa application. It has an application for women all over the world, but I'm going to talk to you specifically about Africa because here in Africa, some of the notices of health problems about certain drugs and certain lifestyles you don't get until it's too late. And I don't want that to happen. It's every one of those, and what it ties up with is you as a woman, a woman. Do you know how important you are and what your life is and what kind of sacrifices you might be making of your life? For what? Hey! Yeah, this is Janetta. And I'm telling you, there is just so much going on. But there's some things that are just rooting down the bottom. And, I like to let you know what's going on here in Africa. But what I'm going to talk to you today has no Africa application. It has an application for women all over the world. But I'm going to talk to you specifically about Africa because here in Africa, some of the notices of health problems about certain drugs and certain lifestyles you don't get until it's too late. And I don't want that to happen. So, and is it political? Yeah. Is it helpful? Is it financial? Yeah, it's all of those. It's every one of those. And what it ties up with is you as a woman, a woman. Do you know how important you are and what your life is and what kind of sacrifices you might be making of your life? For what? That's what we're going to talk about. Yeah. We're going to talk about your health. And what I mean by your health, I mean by your strength, by your womanhood, about your life. And why are you suffering from all kinds of different problems that you don't even understand because you're in good health, you feel good, and you might have a few problems, and you're young and you're energetic and you're vibrant, you're ready for life, you're ready to attack it. And in attacking it, let me see how I can hold on to the reins very good. I'm a woman. Every bit of me, every ounce of me is a woman. I'm a woman. Yes, you are. You are a woman. But let me explain some things to you. I don't know what has happened to make we women think that we can use our bodies in the ways we use our bodies. We try to be competitive with the man. Now, I'm not saying it's okay for a man to be not very careful about his body. But my concern right now is not the man because he's not suffering the consequences of his body like we are because of some of the things that we do and how the lifestyle we want to live. And let me talk to you about a woman of experience. I'm 82 years old, going on 83. And I don't know everything, but I know specifically about a lot of things. And I'm going to explain it to you. You cannot want sex so much that you're not very careful and protective of that vessel you have, your body.
He said, so I don't condone adultery in men. He said, but the reason I'm particular about the woman, hear me well, woman. The reason I'm so particular about the woman is that the woman is the only legal doorway through which life comes to the earth. So if she pollutes that passage, everything that comes through her is polluted. That's what.
Because sex, what you do, it affects your entire body, even your hair, your nails on your hands, your teeth in your mouth, everything, your eyes, your legs, your feet, it affects everything. Your breast. Yes. How can we reduce cancer? By reducing some of the things we do with our body. And I'm going to talk to you specifically today about birth control. I ran into a video that says because of that shot that they give you to control birth so you won't have a baby for 3 months is causing many women to have tumors on their brain, in their head. Tumors. Can you imagine? For some pleasure to make sure you don't have a baby, that you're going to give up your life and have tumors in your head? And you're probably saying, I've been doing it. It hasn't bothered me. No, not yet. Not yet. But you got some time. Things don't work real fast all the time, but they work. Whenever you do something in your body that changes the course of what the Creator created you to do, you're going to have a problem with it.
Robin Phillip has been through 2 surgeries and months of radiation, all due to a tumor she now believes was caused by her birth control injections.
If I would have knew from the get-go, I would have never took that shot.
In 2018, doctors discovered a tumor called a meningioma pressing on Phillip's brain.
This right here.
Emergency surgery left her without vision in her left eye. She even had to relearn how to walk.
And some women might not have the same problem, but they have a problem. And you know, I'm like you. You're probably saying, girl, I don't want no more babies. Now I'm going to do whatever I want to do to make sure I don't have any more babies. I was there. I was there where you are. Stupid. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you really care about yourself, there's what we call a window of opportunity of when we're not fertile. A window of opportunity. In fact, your Creator didn't want you to be pregnant all the time either. So there's a signal as a window of opportunity to where you get to know your body. You could have been taught about your body when you were a little girl to know exactly. And then if you do what you've been set up to do, is to be the producers of the earth. You are to reproduce in like and kind. You are the mothers of humanity. You are. And you say, well, I'm gonna serve some purpose. It's more about life than having babies. And I want to have some fun. I want to have some fun. But let me tell you something. Did you know sex lasts for a long time? Opportunity. I wasn't in a race with guys to find out how many men could I lay, like men find out how many women they can lay. I don't know how we women started using our bodies and thinking that we can do what men do. We can just flop and plop anytime we get ready to. All we have to do is take a pill or take a shot.
All right, so guys, the woman you just watched there is Robin Phillip, one of more than 1,000 women in the United States suing Pfizer, the company that makes Depo-Provera, a popular birth control injection. Robin says she used the contraceptive for several years and later developed a brain tumor, which she believes was caused by the shot itself. She has undergone 2 major surgeries and months of radiation treatment. In her interview with NBC News, Robin said that if she had known about the possible risks, she would never have taken the injection. Her case is now part of a growing lawsuit accusing Pfizer of failing to warn women about a potential link between long-term use of Depo-Provera and brain tumors. But Robin isn't the only woman taking on Pfizer. Her story is just one of many. Across the US, hundreds of women, now 1,300 women, have filed similar lawsuits, all claiming that the same contraceptive, Depo-Provera, led to the growth of brain tumors and other complications. These women say they were never properly warned and that the drug's manufacturer, Pfizer, ignored years of research suggesting a possible link between long-term use of the injection and meningiomas, which is a type of tumor that forms in the lining of the brain. Together, their cases have been consolidated into a major federal lawsuit in Florida, making one of the biggest contraceptive-related legal battles in recent years.
And some of us, they even got shots where you don't have your menstrual for 3 months or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Pfizer right now is in a lawsuit where many women have come forth with problems that they have had with taking those injections. Now, I don't know if you've heard it here in Africa. Now, you're going to sacrifice who you are to satisfy an urge that you think is going to get you somewhere, and it's not. You're using your body as a tool, a sop jar, one that you just put anything in it, and you think it's going to come out right. Look around you. Look at some of the women that are very sick, and some of the things they suffer, the consequences of life. For what? For what? If you want a lifetime of pleasure, a lifetime of love and affection, then you listen to what I'm saying, or you will cut yourself off. It's been given our responsibility. People say, well, the man ought to be worried about it. Yes, he ought to be worried about it, but he's not carrying the baby in his body. And most of the time when that baby comes, he's not carrying it. And you can't change it around. So just being not discriminating at all and taking something that you can just open up whenever you feel like you can to have sex and don't have to worry about it, and your body's all tied up and you got shots and injections and you have all those things you really haven't thought emotionally. I'm gonna tell you something. If a man really loves you, if he really cares for you, he cares about you, and that's it. Care about you. Even if he don't love you, you just have what they call a partner now, where you just have a pleasure partner right now. The relationship is not about love, it's about pleasure. But honey, what if he can continue on his pleasure but leave you a wreck because what you have put in your body to make sure that when he's having his pleasure that he doesn't drop a load that you have to carry for 9 months. He doesn't have to worry about it. He doesn't have to carry it. So you're using your body, your vessel, and you're blocking it, you're destroying it, you're reconstructing it with pills and medications and shots and different things that will have an effect on your body. And some of these young girls are being started out at 12 years old. They're being given shots where they won't get some kind of communicable diseases. So if they do have, instead of being taught lessons, the most important part of your life is not your eating, it's your body. It is your body. Do you know if you do that body right, a lot of us will not suffer from breast cancer, from fibromyalgia, from not fibromyalgia, but tumor cyst in your YouTube, in not YouTube, in your fallopian tube, and all that other kind of stuff. Cyst, different things going on there because of what we do. And we need to be careful. We don't need to be so trusting. And I'm voice of experience. I'm talking from experience. I'm talking about how stupid Janetta has been, or was. I'm going to tell you about my thought purposes and thoughts about not having children. I was in that era where if you have more than 2 children, you're almost ashamed. But that wasn't why I didn't want to have children. I just didn't want to have any more children. But I didn't know about alternatives. I listened to what was advertised, but I had no one to really talk to, because in those days and time, the women, my mother wasn't as educated as I was about it. And what you can control and to prize your body. To prize your body. And I always worried about if I have a day that I tell my lover that today's not the day we're gonna make love, and he's gonna walk down the street and get somebody else, let him do it. Because you'll be sacrificing your body. The body you have, you're not gonna get another one. You're not gonna get another one. And you think that cutting off your breast don't have an effect on your body? You think that giving you a hysterectomy don't have any effect on your body? Do you think those things do not have a dire effect on your body? They have a procedure that you just don't want to have children. That I don't agree with it. But it's the safest procedure that they have for birth control. And that's to get your tubes tied. To just cut it off where you don't have any more babies. That the seed will not fertilize. It will not go up there. It will not pass the areas it needed to attach itself to an egg. But you know, once you get that done, you don't have a continual payment that you have to pay every month or all the time. They make a lot of money on this stuff. And it's not about the money, it's about your body. See, if you get your tubes tied, it does not chemically disarrange your body. It's not an injection where you're putting a chemical inside in your body. The doctor measures you about what size you're. I tried. That wasn't comfortable. That wasn't at all comfortable. And then the second time it was foam, using this foam because I had heard about it. I was during the time of Margaret Sanger and they were giving it out free and I used the foam. Then somebody I know got pregnant on the foam, so I quit using the foam. But the next thing I went to was an IUD. That was horrible. For me it was. Maybe for some other woman. notification that she had died. And the notification says that the doctor said that she had been taking birth control pills. And those birth control pills caused her to have blood clots on her brain. And she died immediately. There was no long hospital stay, no operation, nothing like that. And she left 3 boys. They were young. The youngest was a baby. But you know that wasn't enough. See, it's stupid, Janetta. That wasn't enough to keep me from not taking those pills. Because I felt, oh, that happened to her. That won't happen to me. Oh, no, that won't happen to me. That only happened to her. That's just a once in a while thing. One bright day in Fort Knox, Kentucky, I was getting ready to go to work, and I looked in the mirror, and one of my legs was bigger than the other one. And I've always kind of been up and down on weight, but you know, you don't usually have one leg that gets bigger than the other one. And it didn't hurt. I just kind of passed it off, didn't pay much attention to it. But I looked on the 3rd or 4th day, and that leg got bigger. And the lady finally called me to come in to see the doctor. I went in to see the doctor, and I sat down and I said 2 words to him. I said, my leg is swollen. He said, let me see it. He looked at it. He said, he didn't even say anything to me. He immediately called the nurse. He said, get a stretcher. Go get a stretcher. He said, Miss Owens, you're going up into the hospital. I said, what is going on? Well, why am I going to the hospital? You know, I had on my holy drawers that day. They always tell you don't wear them, you know. And I was in the hospital for 1 week. Because at that time, they didn't have, I guess, the blood thinners or whatever they have for blood clots. Because he told me that blood clot to move to my heart and it could kill me. Remember I said my friend got a blood clot on her brain? It didn't hurt. Blood clots don't hurt. I stopped taking pills. I talked to my husband, and we talked about it. And you know what my husband said? He said, Janetta, I really don't want any more children. So I think I should participate in making sure that happens. And I talked to the doctor, and he told me it's a very simple surgery. Willing to do this. When you have a partner, it means a lot. My husband let me know, I really don't want any more children. And the doctor said, are you sure? He asked him, are you sure? He said, I got 2. I was still capable of having babies. But I had no intention on a whole lot of sex partners. My husband was my partner. But we have a new thing these days where you have a block party and all you participate in an orgy or whatever. So you need the shot to make sure that you're covered. Because a pill, you might forget it, and the next thing you know, you're pregnant. And you don't remember who did it. You got to get a list of the people at the party. I'm not talking to those women. I'm talking to the woman that cares about herself, her body, her life, and cares about the children she has if she has any. I'm talking to the women that care about their teenage daughters. You can live to be 80 years old, sick all the time, with problems. The torture of sickness is far worse than death. Death is over, it's over. But sickness is a constant reminder of how you screwed yourself up. So that shot that you take in your arm is supposed to last for 3 months, or that shot you're taking to keep you from having your period, or that whatever you're taking, that pill that you're taking for birth control, you ask that doctor that gives you that shot if his wife takes that shot. And I guarantee you he'll tell you no. You ask that doctor that gives you that pill if his wife tells you, he asks him, is his wife taking that pill? He'll tell you real soon. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Hey, this is Jamila, and you're watching Africa Speak.